Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to do a project Use It Up update. I have, as per usual, a number of items that I have finished up, very few items that I'm still working on, so also a bunch of brand new items that I am bringing in. We are fast winding down with this challenge in regards to how many months that we have left in 2019, so I'm really hoping this can be a final push before the year ends to use up even more product. We'll go ahead and start with the items that I finished up first. To begin, I have a shower gel. This is the Bath & Body Works Sheer Cotton and Lemonade Shower Gel that I polished off. I did not have a large amount left at the last update, probably like the final fourth of this left. I really enjoyed this scent. It definitely was a really pleasant, relaxing, neutral scent for me. I don't think it's necessarily attached to a particular season, and that made it work so well for this time of year. I used it off pretty quickly, so I brought in a new shower gel pretty early on after the last update, and I'm just really happy to have worked through this and have gotten use out of a really delicious scent in my collection. Item number 2 was less pleasant to work with, but I did manage to finish it off. It was the Well at Walgreens Moisturizing Aloe Vera Hydrating Body Lotion. I did not have a lot of this left when I brought it into the challenge, but believe it or not, it lasted a really long time because the one real and only strength of this product is that it is incredibly moisturizing, and a little bit goes a long way. I do think it was very much on the tail end, if not probably maybe had expired right as I was finishing it off. So I'm really glad I brought it in, but I just don't think the quality of this stands up to most of the other lotions that I prefer to use, so I wouldn't get this again, I'm not even sure they still make this. Item number 3 is the body scrub that I had brought in. It was the Beautiful Day Superfruit 2-in-1 Body Scrub and Wash. I was inspired to bring this in after using up a hand soap, and really, I don't have a lot of quote-unquote classic or signature collection items in my scent profile of my closet, but this is where I was starting. I definitely don't think this was the most abrasive scrub that I had in my closet, but I'm glad I got use out of it. I definitely don't think the fruit-based scrubs are for my scrub preference, so I wouldn't get it again. But again, I really enjoyed the scent of it, so it kind of made it totally fine that the exfoliant wasn't the harshest. I have one item that I think you will be as surprised as I was to have finished off. It is the Philosophy The Micro Delivery Exfoliating Facial Wash. Yeah, I was here at the last update, and something bizarre happened with this. I one day went to scrub my face with it, and there was no scrub property in it. Like at all. And then I tried using it all over my body after like aggressively shaking it, and there was still no exfoliant. So I don't know if the exfoliant just like dissolved, or if like it was encased in like the top part of the product and then was gone. I have no idea, truthfully. So I ended up just using it as a soap and then using an actual shower gel, because I do use soap to like basically do a double cleanse to my body. I'll do like bar soap and then I'll actually use shower gel. Maybe it's unnecessary, maybe it's extra, but like that's who I am. So I use it in that capacity, and very bizarre. I didn't love this product anyway, so I definitely would not get it again. And I don't think Philosophy products are really my style anyways, so I've learned that the hard way with this super ridiculously large exfoliant for my face, and I'm so happy that it's out of my collection, and I'll probably whip through the rest of the exfoliants that I have. I've got a face item. This is the Fortune Cookie Soap Who Are You Charcoal Face Mask. I finished this off, but it definitely was the least effective charcoal mask I have ever tried, and especially from Fortune Cookie Soap, it really wasn't my favorite, and so I'm glad I only had this small sample of it, and I totally wouldn't recommend this. Not that you can even get it anymore, I don't think. The last 2 items that I have are a package deal, and they are these 2 body lotions. I have the Fortune Cookie Soap Mixtape Aloe Me Whipped Cream, and then I have the Violet Lily Sky Bath & Body Works Body Cream. One of you had this genius idea of mixing these two lotions together because I didn't feel like the scent of this was like that amazing, and this scent is like so overpowering and dominant that it sometimes can be a little bit too much for your entire body. I did apply this a couple of times to my whole body just as is, and I was surprised by how much I did like the scent, but I know that I would have gotten so sick of it had I kept it just in this package. So I mixed the two of these into this Tupperware container, so sophisticated, and it was like the perfect marriage. The blandness of this really did a nice job toning down the intensity of this and really just making this a toned down version of this scent and no longer this version. It did take me a long time to finish off this container. I didn't finish it until this morning and I was surprised. I was like, oh, like I finished this off officially. I'm really happy with it, and I just want to say thank you for recommending me that. It's so surprising that I wouldn't have thought to do that because I mix body oils with regular body lotions to make them more moisturizing. So I'm used to mixing stuff, but I'm very happy to have both of these worked through. This had been kicking around for a long time as a hand cream before I polished it off from this point down. And this just really wasn't my style. I wasn't in love with it and it was kind of annoying to use. So I'm happy that this made the product much more accessible and pleasant to use. I have a couple items that are nearly finished off. The two that I have are my face items that I basically have like one use left in. The first one is the Formula 10.0.6 Pores Be Pure Skin Clarifying Mud Mask with strawberry and yarrow. This is where I am at, and I was here when I first brought this in. There's probably one use of this left. It's really not doing much of anything for my skin. I'm really fortunate right now that I seem to be moving to this point in my skin's life where I'm really not getting very many acne breakouts, but I am suffering from blackheads in my nose area, and so I was hoping this would be able to like suck out that gunk, but it doesn't really. Like I wash it off after I use it and I'm like, oh cool, that dirt in my nose, it's still there, so awesome. But I'm still using it just because I want to finish it off, and then I will move on to something that will maybe be more impactful on my skin. Second thing that I think I only have one use of is the Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask. I am to this point, but I do have a second one waiting in the wings for when this is finished off. I don't love this. It's not my favorite. I'm using it as just a hydrating mask and not an overnight mask. It's fine. I won't buy it. I just want to use it up and be done with it. Now I have two more products that are nowhere near being done. The first is the Evan Healy Wild Carrot Nourishing Eye Balm. Again, haven't really been using much of this. It's just like I've not been great about my nightstand right before I go to bed routine. So we're talking like typically what I do is I do foot cream, hand cream, lip balm, and this right as I'm getting into bed. But I've really been doing all the steps except this. Just need to get back on track and do it, especially now that we're actually in colder weather. I'm going to start feeling a little bit cracked and crusty. It's cute, I know. So I really need to get back into it and use this up and just kind of get over the fact that it's a pain to use, but needs to be used. My other item that I've been using but doesn't have a ton of progress on is my Lush Rose Jam Shower Gel. This was brand new when I first got it, and I am right at this line right here. It's not from a lack of usage, but what I have found is, unlike other formulations like Olay, which tends to be on the thinner side but doesn't really sud up, this is on the thinner formulation, but it suds so well that you just don't need very much of it to do your entire body, unlike Bath & Body Works, where it's naturally a thicker formula, and the thickness of that means you naturally are going to use it up quicker. And so this, I will not be surprised if I'm only halfway come the new year. The one question though that I have for you guys who are like Lushies out there is, it says that this is a self-preserving, where is it? Yeah, it says it's a self-preserving product. What does that mean? Like, does that mean it like makes itself last longer? I don't really know what that means. I'm curious to know. If you know what that is, tell me in the comments below. But I am freaking loving every minute of using this. It is just, oh God, it's the perfect time of year for this scent. So I'm really happy that I pulled it out. Now that we've talked about my used up products, my still hanging out products, you know it's time for us to talk about the plethora of new products that I am bringing in. I once again have 2 lotions, but they are 2 different types of lotion. The first one that I have is a Bath & Body Works body cream in Mango Mandarin. This is one of those situations where I'm gonna have to push myself to use something that is not seasonally appropriate. This is from 2016. This is officially, I'm so excited to say this, the oldest body cream in my collection. Pretty much all the body creams that I have left after this one are from last year, which is bomb. And at this point, I can probably finish them off this year as well. And at this point, I feel confident that I could finish off all my body creams entirely by the end of the winter season, which is really exciting. So I figured I may as well just pull this out now and try to work through it. I really do like the scent. It is such, to me, a citrusy scent, and I did use the shower gel of this over the summer and freaking loved it. So I just want to go ahead and try to push myself to kick off lotion season fully by working through this. And quite honestly, these I can get through pretty fast if I just use them consistently. The second thing that I'm bringing in is a Hydrate Me from Fortune Cookie Soap. So I recently found myself craving, as it started to get colder out and our apartment was a little bit colder before Ben allowed us to have heat, that I really wasn't wanting to step out of the shower and like dry off and feel that cold feeling and then put lotion on. I've been really craving the Nivea In Shower lotion. But before I went out and bought that, I was like, let me just check out what's in the closet. And I found this and I was like, you know, I don't really remember what that is or what it's supposed to be. So I looked it up on the website and then I did a quick search in the Fortune Cookie Soap groups that I'm in, and basically Fortune Cookie Soap advertises this to be similar to the Nivea In Shower lotion. Their instructions say, under running water, rub the Hydrate Me all over, massage into skin. Do not wash off. After you step out of the shower, air dry and allow a few minutes for the butters to sink into the skin. So this reminds me, I'm pretty sure that Lush has lotion bars. I think that's a thing. This is what this reminds me of, but it is packaged in basically this stick form. So you will, roll it up and you can rub it on under running water. It's definitely not seamless. Like, I will basically rub the stick and then I'll take my hand and really kind of work it in so it really feels like I'm pressing in the butters. But I do like that when I come out of the shower, I don't feel oily. I hate to feel oily, and this isn't like that. I will say that it's not as easy to use as the Nivea, but it does move as quickly. So I'm bringing it in and I'm using it just sort of on those days where I don't feel like going through my whole post-shower lotion routine. This is where I am starting with it. The line kind of rubbed away, but I'll remark it and you'll see the line move up because, again, you will scroll this up to be able to get product out of it. So happy to have discovered something in my collection that meets the need of what I was wanting, but it's not my favorite. Next up, we have 2 body scrubs. The time has come for me to finish off this one area of my scrub collection that I thought I had finished off. This is the Frosted Coconut Snowball Shea and Sparkle Scrub. If you have followed my progress over the last, I'd say 2 years, I think it was last winter, saw me take on all of the sparkle scrubs that I had. I think I bought them in all 4 of the scents that they came out with because they were like, I don't know, 80% off, something ridiculous, and scrubs never go that cheap, but I got them. But I didn't realize, 1, that there's glitter in this, which I think is stupid, and 2, the scrub is just meh. Like, it's it's really not a scrub. Like, it's just not a scrub. It's almost like a foaming body wash. I don't know. I just don't love these. And I swear, I recall like celebrating last winter, being like, this is it. This is the last one. And then, like, I kid you not, every time I've counted the hoarding closet, I always have to like pick this up because it's been tipped over. And I am always like blocking out the reality that I still had this left. Like, I'd be like, no, I thought I was done with this. What is this? And then it would fall over and I'd forget that it existed. And then I would count my closet and be like, no, I thought this was done. Like, what is this? But here we are. This is where I'm at. I am bringing this in. But the thing about these, the only saving grace about these is they're only 6 ounces, so they don't last very long. I get through them pretty quickly, but this is where I am starting. And when I was thinking about it, I was like, girl, you're basically halfway through. You're probably not gonna need to like keep track of this for that long. So I thought I would bring in a second scrub just as like an automatic reminder of, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm automatically moving to this one. And the one I'm bringing in is really the end of an era with my body scrub collection. It is the Bath & Body Works Sweet Magnolia and Clementine. I swear to God, guys, I feel like I have gone through 10 of these. I had such a surplus of this scent, and it wasn't ever because I was obsessed with the scent. It was because when scrubs went to like $250 one year during the semi-annual sale, this was the only scent I could find. And I was like, screw it. For this cheap, like, I'm going to keep getting them as long as I can find them. And I never have been somebody who returns body care. It's not like with candles where if the performance is bad, I'll return it. When it comes to this kind of stuff, I've sort of just always had the mentality of like, I bought it, I'm going to use it. And so I started to like realize very quickly that even though I love this scent, I did not need 10 of these. So this is it. This is the last one. It is the Shea and Fruit Body Scrub. Unlike the one that I was working on from Beautiful Day, this has like a foaming quality to it that I really do like. So it is an enjoyable scrub, and I am looking forward to closing this chapter of this scent collection in my scrubs. I'm also bringing in a shower gel. This is also from Bath & Body Works. It's the Tutti Dolce Collection White Mocha Kiss Shower Gel. I was looking around after I finished up my lemonade one to see if there was another one that I'd want to pull out. And as I was doing my sniffing, I couldn't get this out of my nose. I was like, oh, this is divine. It is truly like a hot cocoa and like white chocolate scent with vanilla. I just think this is intoxicating. I'm really into it. I remember when I bought it at the store being like, this is awesome. I didn't realize though that it's only 8.4 fluid ounces, and normally these things are 10, which is why I already have like a pretty big dent on it. This is my starting mark. I definitely have been rotating pretty consistently between the Rose Jam and this, but that Rose Jam one is going to last me a really long time, so I'll definitely wipe this out, I'd imagine, by the next update. And then I'll have to pull something else in. But I'm kind of at this point in my shower gel collection where I have like a pocket of summer scents, but after that it's pretty much mostly rose and vanilla scents, and I'm not mad at that. Like, I'm kind of liking where this is shaping up and heading, because that would really be a good like winter profile to have in my shower, so it could be really awesome. Stay tuned, we'll find out. And to wrap this all up, I have 2 new face items that I'm bringing in. The first is my next exfoliant. It's the Kate Somerville Exfoliate Intensive Exfoliating Treatment. I've had many a sample of this. I don't love this because of the scent. The medicinal scent of this is really just, to me, so off-putting that I don't want to use it. But it's a pricey item. I definitely didn't pay for this. This came probably in like some sample bag, but this is where I'm at. There's not a whole lot left in here, but I only use this once a week. It is, as it says, intensive, and I really do feel the effects of it on my skin. Don't get me wrong, it's good and I like those effects, but I definitely think it wouldn't be good for my skin to use it multiple times a week. So I'm happy with it, and I definitely think in a month this will be gone and I'll bring in another one of my exfoliators. Final item comes from Sephora. Interestingly, this item I haven't had that long, but they've already discontinued it. It is the Bubble Mask Detoxifying and Oxygenating. This is 1.35 fluid ounces and it has a white tea in it. I've only used this once, but the one time I used it, I did like it. It has a pump feature to it, and so the line of this is going to move upwards as I use it. So I am starting at this point. It definitely was like at the height of the bubble mask game that this came out, and I'll be honest, I haven't really seen a lot of people talking about or highlighting the use of bubble masks these days, so maybe that's why they got rid of this, but it's definitely another full-size item, and I'd like to get through as many full-size items as I can before I go back to any more sample sizes. And this is, again, one of the last few remaining full-size puppies that I have. So here's to hoping I can get it done real fast. All right, guys, that is it for me and this update. I so appreciate you following me and cheering me on. If you have any tips for how to use any of these things, or if you yourself have used any of them in the past, let me know your thoughts below, and I'll talk to you in the next video real soon. Bye.